Good morning, everyone. Robert, I appreciate you. Yes, we can go that direction. Now, my morning manic phase is a little over the top for what this is about. I did a little checking, reading a little here and there because of how Robert put it. And, well, yeah, it's a tough subject. I think first we'll check out the tune and go from there. Jax, I choose violence.
You told me I was 18, going on 35. You made me feel like the smartest human alive. I thought I was clever, but you were cleverer. You said you never fell in love like you did with me. You paid for all the hotels, I paid for fake IDs to spend the last 10 years trying to piece it together. I went to therapy religiously. I never sleep. I made my brother promise me he'd let you live, and I guess I could forgive. But I choose violence. I choose war for all the little girls that should be warned. I could choose silence, but what for? You took my innocence, now I'll take yours. So I choose violence. And I might die trying. Now you're probably her world, and she won't understand that all you need is a girl to feel like a man. Tell your friend she's a friend at your hometown dive. But when you were 13, she wasn't alive, and by the time you were 18, well, that girl was 5. You had a teaching degree, well, she was learning how to drive, and you'll make her.
It came up in the comments. I made a comment. You can go find it. It's on the Prince 7 video. And honestly, in my feed right now, there's a discussion trying to going after baby metal for the name and the outfits as they keep getting older, and some of the I don't got an issue there. I think the issue comes with the amount of broken humans that exist. Pretty sure this lyrical content is owed to the broken human. From the survivor's point of view, unfucking fortunately. But yeah, it came up, and I was like, well, that imagery is super sexualized, and I got that damn those answers where they justify how it means art, but you're stroking off the petal on the flower, and you're doing this weird finger in the flower, and you justify it as art. But come on. Now, I'm not saying it was Prince. I didn't say that at all. Their explanation to what it all possibly meant, it worked. But society plays with imagery that is definitely just messed up. And I explained that my problem is the teachers keep abusing the students. We had this discussion at work. That doesn't mean you're a stud, and you're just because your teacher's hot, you are being abused. And then when you turn it around and it's a young woman being abused by a male teacher, still just abuse. But they create these scenarios where some things seem, oh, that might be cool. No. broken for life. Oh, sorry. I spent way too much time making the bear in the woods with the woman joke. From this perspective, I understand. Did this start that discussion? Is this a couple years old, it looks like? No, not that old. Worked, man. It's powerful. That's a sad, sad subject to start the day. Now, I can see how this would resonate with people very well. It's in the comments. There's just too much. And honestly, with the news we got just the other day and the games being played, I terribly, terribly, terribly fear that normalization of some disgusting things is in the pipeline. The abusers don't care who they broke, as long as there's a steady supply of humans to break. I know I haven't chose violence yet, but if it fell apart, I know the type of archetype I would go after first. Users, abusers, takers, consumers. Not creators and builders. Consumers and destroyers. And that's who this is owed to. It's a fucking shame they exist.
Her world and she won't lose. And I might die trying. Now you're probably her world and she won't understand that all you need is a girl to feel like a man. Tell your friend she's a friend at your home.
All right, and then let's be honest. There's an entire part of the world that abuses young boys like you wouldn't believe. It's talked about very little, but for sure exists. So let's be fair. This works in so... it's unfortunate it addresses so many truths. But I talk about it all the time because there is entire religious movements on this planet that protect some weird man-boy love shit. And I'm specifically tired of hearing how I'm supposed to be culturally accepting of certain habits that look like child abuse to me.
Your friend, she's a friend at your hometown dive. But when you were 13, she wasn't alive. And by the time you were 18, well, that girl was 5. You had a teaching degree, well, she was learning how to drive.
So this is the Prince one, and that, you know, the teachers, the people in authority. I mean, I didn't really care for the remake, but I thought that the Millennium Trilogy, Girl in the Dragon Tattoo, and I don't remember all the names. Forgive me. Addressing abuse within structured living and in authority figures, and just the fact that people think this is part of the power trip this channel likes to complain about, rant about, or whatever you want to call it. This is the group that can't be told no. Either it's their sexual will and ambition or power, money, and influence. But they can't be told no. There's plenty of people telling them no, just so you know. And if it won't be the government, it will be people who are tired of it and search it out and bring these individuals down. And it is happening. If you'd like to find some hope, you could go out there and find the groups of people that hunt predators and bring them to justice. They exist. It's one of the reasons we know we should be so angry, because there is record of things that they have busted in on and stopped in the middle. Things so horrible, normies are afraid to talk about it. Now, you put it in a nice song and a video, interesting, and maybe people take it in. But what they don't do enough is talk about it around the dinner table. They don't talk about it at the bar. Hey, when we're all playing bags, I can't get a real conversation to start. They're too happy ignoring the world around them for the moment of pleasure they're receiving. It's a shame. So, yes, powerful, powerful stuff, and a subject that should be addressed, especially with so many educators and people in authority abusing their power. Shame is what we should all feel.
Learning how to drive, and you'll make her feel safe, like you made me feel safe. Like, oh my God, you're so mature for your age. Except she's not your age. So I choose violence. I choose war for all the little girls that should be warned. I could choose silence, but what for? You took my innocence, now I'll take yours, and you'll choose hiding.
Now, I don't know if this is true, but this channel has got a lot of reactions from Dimash over in Kazakhstan. Now, I don't know if it was Kazakhstan or Truzakistan. That one's, I believe that's got some interesting country. But I heard that there's some problems. I don't know. With AI, who knows what stories are real anymore? I'm certainly going to at least say I don't know if it's real or not. But they have a big enough issue that it appears they're going back to snipping something off. And because the chemical version wasn't strong enough. Now, I don't know if I'm a fan of that. I don't know how to address this as humanity's broken, obviously, that it is part of their makeup. But then I personally think that vice, immoral behavior is part of our inherent nature, working against it and trying to never give in, right, to the immoral thoughts is a huge part of existing. I mean, really. The whole group that wants to normalize this shit, we have to be really terrified of them. And they unfortunately exist and are literally marching in the streets. So I do think there's some problems. I know the memes don't lie on this subject. Funny how the abusers want to align themselves with the otherly sexually aligned. I'm not knocking on whatever your thing is. I like feet. So what? There is all kinds of shit that floats people's boat. Then there's the line where you shouldn't be crossing it. I'd give anything to see abusers just lined up in the street to be punished. Give anything for society to realize how big of a problem they live within and how much they truly ignore.
Now I'll take yours, and you'll choose hiding at 44 in your mother's house. house, she'll guard the door. But I'll choose anger, I'll choose rage. When I build an army of girls half your age, I will choose violence, we'll all choose war, and every little girl will be warned. We won't choose silence, not anymore. You took our innocence, now we'll take yours. So I choose violence. And maybe I'll die trying.
Incredibly powerful. And honestly, with the protection of the abusers in place, now they can always redeem themselves by deciding that no one is above protection. But if the problem is, and I saw this meme, so I'll steal it. Someone else created it, I give credit. But shit. Oh, I spaced it off there for a second. I'm pretty sure the meme is, more squirrels and raccoons have been arrested than people on the Epstein list. If our goal is to protect those too powerful, or if it's because you think your people are going to go down too, then your people deserve to go down too. If at any point you don't want to know what's going on because your folks are involved, you as guilty as they are, then you're an enabler. The fact that everybody doesn't want this shit known, the fact that we would protect a single elitist abusing children because they're too big to fail. There is no such thing. There is just those too big to be charged with their immoral behavior. Society would have to deem them unacceptable. But not you, present company excluded, I hope, but they covet the elite's wealth and position. So then I think they secretly covet the evil that they do as well. And it's a shame. It is a damn shame. Jax, I choose violence. That is an emotional, that creates an emotional response. Later.